Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing the new cigar from Cuberaquino Cigar Company and Juan Council and Cigar Dojo. This is the Protocol Nightstick. As you will recall, all of Protocol cigars are police themed because Juan is a retired police officer. Now, this cigar is a collaboration between Juan's company and Cigar Dojo. It is the second collaboration between those two. You can read all about the background of the cigar on the blog, and I invite you to do that. Now, this cigar is available in one size, 6.5 by 54, a Toro Gordo, which they call the Attitude Adjuster. Now, they come in 10 count bundles, and a total of 500 bundles were produced. And as I tell you all this, you will not be able to find them because they are all sold out. They sold out immediately. I actually discussed this cigar with Juan, and he knew I had some. I purchased them and asked what I thought of it. I said, well, I'm going to do a review. He said, well, you don't need to. They're all sold out. I said, well, I thought people might like to hear about it. And when we discussed it, he said, yeah, go ahead and review it. So, with his blessing, here it is, upcoming. The wrapper is an Ecuadorian Habano Rosado Oscuro. Sounds good. Filler, binder Nicaraguan. The filler is Nicaraguan from Condega and Jalapa, made in the La Zona factory. There is your density. Nice looking shot of the density there. I like that. Now, as you can see, the cigar is fairly dark. There is the Nightstick emblem. Also, you've got Protocol there and Cigar Dojo. So that's the long and the short of it. Hope you got some. If you didn't, hope you can find some. But here we go with the review. The new Protocol Nightstick. Great deal of my bundle I bought is already gone. Great deal. All right. We actually discussed the cigar. It was just prior to Easter. So that's been over a month ago that we even talked about it. And I've had them since before then. So they're well rested. We've got a little bit of a shine to the cigar. Without being stupid, let's see. Okay, this is an Oscuro wrapper, not quite Maduro. I had to look back at what the wrapper was. The draw is very good, by the way. Well, your first flavors are a nice tangy, sweet orange citrus, quite a bit of brown sugar, a lot of cinnamon, some nutmeg, and dry cocoa. There is quite a bit of black pepper, which I would rate at roughly an 8. And that's really, in a nutshell, how you start. And in a nutshell, that's a good start. The Oscuro wrapper, I'm getting more of a cocoa type flavor, not a straight out chocolate flavor. And it's a dry cocoa, so it's like almost open the can and take a taste. But it's there, and it's not the main flavor. The main flavor at the outset is the citrus note with the cinnamon and brown sugar. The nutmeg does squash a little bit of the cocoa, not the citrus and sweetness. So that's how we start. Let's see what happens by the first third. Well, here we are at the first third, and I neglected to tell anything about coffee, black coffee, in the first initial assessment. It was there, it is there, but it's at that point it was rather subtle right behind the dry cocoa. However, now by the first third, it is quite noticeable. The flavors are starting to get much darker. It's still a cocoa flavor, not so much dry. Let's go with cocoa. I guess it's a liquid cocoa. But anyways, cocoa, lots of black coffee. A citrusy cedar type flavor, brown sugar and cinnamon, quite a bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg's really risen into the mix as well as the black coffee. The finish is sort of a nutmeg cocoa flavor. Not a lot of sweetness. And some average-ish lingering black pepper. The cigar is medium bodied, leaning a little toward medium to full. I actually like the cigar now as much as I liked it as it started. Does that make sense? It's different now, but I like it. For the first third, in fact, I would rate it a 92. It's very good, and it's transitioning and changing, and things are starting to come out. So let's see what the second third brings. Well, we're here at the second third. Time to remove the band. Now, over the course of this second third, the flavors have just melded together really nice. Same flavors as I described before. And the cocoa is just, it's just above subtle. I mean, it is there. But you got to think that for what should be a dark noted cigar, Oscuro, it's a nice flavor. It doesn't overtake anything. The citrusy cedar is still the lead flavor. The others closely follow, but it's the lead flavor. The dry cocoa is just one of the flavors. I would say the cigar is medium to full, but it's just barely. But it's really nice how everything comes together. It flows. It mixes very well. At this point, the cigar is really, flavor-wise, very balanced. Citrusy, everything's there. Citrusy cedar, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cocoa, and black coffee. And really nothing, by and large, stands out. I mentioned the citrusy cedar is the lead flavor, but it is just what you're going to notice right away. But if you think about it, everything's there. To me, this is the best the cigar has been. I'm going to bump the score to 93 for the second third because I'm enjoying it more. I like the fact that everything's noticeable and in play. So let's see what the final third brings. Okay, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Nice burn time. Can't argue with that. As I said, these are sold out, so unless you know someone that has some, or if you have some yourself, if you do, you can share your thoughts with me, but they're going to be tough to find. But in the final third, I didn't find anything much changing. It was just as good as it was in the second third, so I'm holding the score. No need to change that. In my discussions with Juan, I mentioned that I didn't think this cigar was as good as the official Misconduct, his Maduro cigar. That was my cigar of the year, the Lancero version, a year or so back. And honestly, it's not, but this is a very good cigar. But this cigar is very good. Your overall score is 92.67. Nothing to sneeze at. Very good. Here in the later stages, it actually reached full body. I was a little surprised, but you will feel the Lajero surging through your veins. But it's good. It's a good cigar, and I really like the fact that it's not an overly dark cigar. It's dark noted with the cocoa and the coffee, but it's not something that screams darkness. Got me? Good cigar. Hope you got some. So there you have it. The new Protocol Nightstick, 92.67.